Hello, I'm Teja Gerken with Peghead Nation, and I'm here with a very special new Martin guitar that was just introduced at the 2017 Summer NAMM show. The model's name is the D-BOAK, and it's a guitar that's a tribute to, as well as designed by Martin's Dick Boak. In his more than 40 years at the company, Dick Boak has had many different roles within Martin, from designing guitars, actually building guitars in the shop, to drawing designs, to running the advertising department, to being the artist relations contact for the company for many, many years. So under his watch, models like the Eric Clapton signature model, limited edition for artists like David Crosby, Dave Matthews, John Mayer, the list is very long, were created, and Dick had a real gift of working with these artists to create guitars that they would play in concert that really were sort of the Martin guitars of their dreams in many ways. More recently, Dick became Martin's historian, and he was heavily involved in the Martin Museum that is part of the factory in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. So Dick has been a very important person in the history of Martin guitars. Dick is retiring next year, and sort of as a tribute to this longtime Martin employee, Martin has created this D-BOAK model dreadnought guitar, of course with direct input from Dick himself. So let's take a look at the design of this guitar. At the foundation of what you see here is sort of an inside-out design of the Martin guitar top. And this is an idea that Dick has apparently had for a long time to try to incorporate in a design. And so what you have here is a visible representation of what you usually wouldn't see on the guitar because it's on the inside of the top. So you have the classic Martin X bracing pattern with the cross braces, all the reinforcement, the tone bars back here, all so that you can see it on the outside of the top. The building that you see on the in the lower bout here is the old Martin North Street factory, which was the classic Martin factory, the first one in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, that was used until it moved to its current facilities in the late 60s. And if you look very closely, I missed this at first, there's even Dick Boak looking out the window holding a Martin guitar right down here. Now, some of these other design elements, there are some waves here, and there's a couple of eagles and an abalone shell right here. They were featured on a poster that Dick drew in 1977, and it's a poster of a Martin D28. It really made the rounds. A lot of people have seen it, a lot of people's workshops. It's featured in several Martin books. So this classic 1977 poster of the Martin D28 that Dick drew is something that a lot of people associate with Dick, that a lot of people have seen. So he wanted to include those elements in the design of this guitar. So we have two sets of waves right up here. We have the two eagles right down here. We have the abalone shell right here, and the little triangle in front of the X pattern there. So it's an incredibly detailed design on the top of this guitar, and it's also fascinating how it is applied to this instrument. Martin has a special printer that actually prints this on the guitar after the body is assembled. So Martin has the capability of taking the body before the neck is attached, before the bridge is attached, and putting it through this printer, printing the design right on the top before the finish is applied. And it really comes out looking beautiful, and it's then sealed with a very thin, clear coat of lacquer, and it's quite durable and really looks beautiful, I think. Okay, so of course the design on the top really is the main focus on this guitar, but let's talk about the guitar itself. It's a dreadnought guitar, of course. It has a solid Sitka spruce top, and it's got genuine mahogany back and sides, and that was something that was very important to Dick. And one thing that is very noticeable is that the guitar is it's really lightweight. It's one of the lighter dreadnoughts I've ever held, and so it is a very responsive guitar. You heard me play fingerstyle on it earlier, which for a dreadnought, really quite beautifully responsive, probably as a result to this pretty light construction in general. It has Martin's simple dovetail neck joint, It's got the modified low oval neck shape, so the shape would be familiar to a lot of players. It's got a 1 3/4 inch nut width, enclosed chrome tuners with the Martin logo on them, and ebony fingerboard and bridge. So fairly standard Martin features, and they do result in a great sounding dreadnought guitar. So the guitar definitely has the big voice that you expect from a dreadnought. It takes to a pick very well. The mahogany lends it a nice bright openness. So kind of similar to what a D18 might sound like, which would also have mahogany and spruce materials, of course. So that's the Martin D-BOAK model. It's an open-ended special edition, mostly probably be offered this year. They will be available at Martin dealers. It's a very cool design, a very fitting tribute to an important person in Martin's history. Great design, very unique guitar. So I would recommend you check these out and give them a strum. So please come back here to Peghead Nation and check out our gear demos. And my name is Teja Gerken.